Did you know that more than 75% of people experience burnout at some point in their careers? If you've been feeling emotionally drained, physically exhausted, or mentally overwhelmed, you're not alone. And the good news is, there are ways to recover and prevent it. In today's video, I'm going to share my ultimate guide to overcoming burnout and taking control of your wellness. First, let's start by talking about what burnout actually is. Burnout goes beyond just feeling tired. It's a state of emotional, mental, and often physical exhaustion brought on by prolonged stress. It's common in demanding jobs, high-pressure situations, or when you don't feel like you have a healthy balance between work, rest, and play. Many of us experience this without realizing how much it affects our overall well-being. Think about your own life for a moment. Are you constantly feeling tired, even after getting a full night's sleep? Do you find yourself struggling to focus or motivate yourself to get through your day? Maybe you've started to experience headaches, muscle pain, or digestive problems. These are all signs that stress has taken a toll on your body and mind, and you might be on the verge of burnout, if not already there. Burnout can affect anyone, whether you're working a high-pressure job, taking care of a family, or even managing personal projects. I've been there myself, working long hours, taking on too much, and pushing myself beyond my limits. It wasn't until I started noticing the signs, like feeling constantly overwhelmed and irritable, that I realized I needed to make some serious changes to my lifestyle. It wasn't just about taking a break. I needed a complete shift in how I approached my day-to-day routine. Today, I'll be sharing practical steps I took to overcome burnout and stay well, and how you can do the same. Let's talk about the first step, acknowledging the problem. It's crucial to recognize when you're burning out, whether it's constant fatigue, lack of motivation, or even physical symptoms like headaches or muscle pain. I know this step can be difficult, especially when we're conditioned to push through and keep going no matter what. But ignoring the signs of burnout only leads to more damage in the long run. Once I acknowledged how burnout was impacting me, I realized it wasn't just about getting enough sleep, but about holistic self-care. The next step is about prioritizing your self-care. This is where we dive deep into wellness routines. Taking care of your body and mind is crucial to overcoming burnout. I developed a self-care routine that helped me recharge both mentally and physically. This includes getting quality sleep, exercising regularly, and maintaining a healthy diet. For me, physical activity played a major role. Regular movement, even if it's just a walk outside, helps to release endorphins, the feel-good hormones that combat stress. I started with simple exercises and gradually built it up into something I looked forward to each day. You don't need to hit the gym hard or run a marathon to see benefits. Just 20 to 30 minutes of moderate physical activity can make a big difference. If you're new to working out or you're not sure where to start, my Fitness Plus Healthy Eating ebook has all the tips you need to get started, including meal plans that fuel your body and workouts you can do from home. But overcoming burnout is not just about physical health. Mental well-being is just as important. This brings me to my next point: set boundaries. I realized I needed to protect my mental health by setting firm boundaries, both at work and in my personal life. Learning to say no when I was stretched too thin helped me reclaim control over my time and energy. It's okay to prioritize your well-being over others' demands. You can't pour from an empty cup, and in order to show up as your best self for others, you first need to take care of yourself. Boundaries aren't just about saying no to others. They're about saying yes to yourself. Creating designated times for rest and relaxation can drastically improve your ability to manage stress. For me, setting specific times to log off from work, step away from my phone, and simply relax without feeling guilty was a game changer. Now, let's talk about mindfulness and relaxation techniques. These are crucial for restoring balance in your life. I started practicing mindfulness meditation and deep breathing exercises to reduce stress levels. These techniques help me center my thoughts, manage my emotions, and become more resilient. I also experimented with guided meditations and yoga, which helped me quiet my mind and refocus my energy. It can be as simple as taking 5 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth whenever you're feeling stressed. Mindfulness can also be applied to everyday tasks, whether it's eating a meal, going for a walk, or even working. By being present in the moment, you reduce anxiety about the future or dwelling on the past, which are major contributors to burnout. But let's not forget one of the biggest contributors to burnout: work overload. We live in a culture that glorifies hustle and overwork, often at the expense of our health. One thing I did to combat this was reassess my workload. I started delegating more and setting more realistic expectations for myself. Remember, it's okay to ask for help, whether it's at work, home, or in your personal projects. Delegating tasks can help ease the pressure. Burnout can often leave you feeling disconnected from what you love. I found it incredibly helpful to reconnect with my passions, whether it's hobbies, time with loved ones, or creative outlets. Finding something that sparks joy again can reignite your sense of purpose. For me, it was rediscovering my love for writing and creating content that made me feel fulfilled. You might find joy in something completely different, whether it's painting, gardening, or spending time with friends and family. Whatever it is, make time for it regularly. Routine and planning were also game changers for me. Building a consistent daily schedule that included time for work, rest, and play helped me feel more in control. I found that using digital planners really helped me organize my time efficiently and avoid getting overwhelmed. Having a clear visual of my daily and weekly tasks allowed me to plan my rest just as intentionally as my work. If you struggle with keeping up with tasks, consider using a planner to block off time for self-care and relaxation. I actually offer customizable digital planners that are perfect for tracking self-care, fitness, and wellness goals, which made a huge difference for me. The final piece of the puzzle is seeking support. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it, whether it's from a mentor, therapist, or trusted friend. I can't emphasize enough how important it is to have a strong support system in place. Sometimes, just talking through your feelings with someone who understands can bring a lot of relief. Therapy is another great option for dealing with burnout, especially if you find it difficult to manage stress on your own. Professional help can guide you toward coping strategies and provide you with tools for long-term resilience. In summary, overcoming burnout takes time, but with the right mindset and habits, you can regain your balance and live a more fulfilling life. Start by acknowledging the problem, prioritize self-care, set boundaries, and incorporate mindfulness into your routine. Don't forget to find joy in your passions and ask for support when needed. It's not about doing everything perfectly, but about finding what works for you and making small, manageable changes to your routine. If you're interested in taking your wellness journey further, check out my self-care ebook, which dives deeper into self-care routines and tips for mental and physical well-being. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more wellness tips, and check out the links below to grab your ebook. Stay well, and I'll see you in the next video.